Listen to me. Gratitude is not just a feeling. Gratitude is a superpower. It's the fuel that turns ordinary days into opportunities and average people into champions. Everybody wants strength, discipline, motivation, but you're missing the most powerful tool you can use every single day: gratitude. When you wake up and you're grateful, you think different, you move different, you attract different. You stop focusing on what you don't have, and you start maximizing what's already in your hands. Most people get stuck because they start their day with complaints, not appreciation. They count problems instead of blessings. And I'm telling you, you can't grow from a place of negativity. You can't grind when your heart is heavy. But when you start with gratitude, even the small things feel big. You start realizing, I'm alive. I'm alive. I got bread. I got one more shot. And when you have one more shot, you have no excuse not to take it. Gratitude shifts your mindset from I have to I get to. You don't have to go to school. You get to learn. You don't have to work. You get to build. You don't have to train. You get to grow. That small shift changes your energy, your attitude, and your effort. Every successful person you admire has one thing in common. They didn't wait until life was perfect to be grateful. They were grateful during struggle, during pain, during challenges. And that gratitude kept them moving when most people quit. Gratitude makes you resilient. It makes you tough. It keeps you grounded when life hits hard. You want more? Start appreciating what you already have. You want better opportunities? Start showing gratitude for the ones in front of you. You want people to support you, trust you, invest in you? Start expressing gratitude for those who already do. Gratitude opens doors arrogance will close. Let me be real with you. Life won't always go your way. Some days will be rough. Some people will disappoint you. Some plans won't work out. But hear me clearly. Gratitude keeps you from giving up when reality doesn't match your expectations. Gratitude helps you see that even in the worst moments, there is still something worth fighting for. Gratitude is not ignoring pain. It's refusing to let pain blind you from the blessings around you. It's waking up and saying, I'm not perfect. My situation isn't perfect, but I'm here. And being means I still have purpose. That's power. That's strength. That's gratitude in motion. Most people think tomorrow is something guaranteed, something waiting patiently for them until they finally decide to chase it. But that's not how life works. Tomorrow belongs to the ones who are preparing for it today. It belongs to the people who are grinding when everyone else is relaxing, learning when everyone else is distracted, and staying committed when everyone else is giving up. You can't claim a future you aren't preparing for right now. If you want something bigger, something better, something stronger than the life you're living, you have to prove it with your actions long before you ever see the results. People say they want success, but they prepare like they're okay with staying exactly where they are. They talk big, but their daily habits are small, and that disconnect is what steals their future. Life is not impressed by what you say you're going to do. It responds to what you actually do, the effort you put in, the hours you invest, the discipline you build. When you prepare, when you sacrifice, when you show up day after day, tomorrow starts bending toward you instead of away from you. But when you avoid the grind and avoid responsibility, tomorrow slowly drifts into someone else's hands. There's always somebody out there waking up earlier than you, practicing longer than you, studying harder than you, improving themselves quietly while you're waiting for the perfect moment. Perfect moment doesn't exist. The only perfect time to start preparing is right now. Because every second you wait, somebody hungrier is gaining an inch, and those inches add up. Those inches become skills, become opportunity, become confidence, they become momentum. And momentum is one of the most powerful forces you can ever build. It makes hard work feel lighter, makes sacrifice feel easier, makes progress feel faster. But you don't get momentum by luck. You get it by preparing consistently. Preparation doesn't just build skill, it builds belief. Every time you do something uncomfortable, every time you push yourself, every time you complete a task you didn't feel like doing, you send a message to yourself. I'm capable. I'm disciplined. I'm serious. That belief becomes fuel. It becomes the quiet fire inside you that keeps burning when motivation fades. Because motivation fades for everyone. But preparation creates something stronger than motivation: identity. When you prepare daily, you stop seeing yourself as someone who tries and start seeing yourself as someone who becomes. Someone who finishes, someone who earns, someone who deserves the tomorrow they're building. People lose their future because they treat preparation like an option instead of the requirement. They tell themselves they'll get serious later. They'll train later. They'll start studying later. They'll build habits later. But later is a trap. Later turns into never. You've seen it. People with big dreams but no daily discipline. People who want the reward without the repetition. People who want the trophy without the training. Tomorrow's not moved by wishes. It's moved by preparation. If you want tomorrow, you fight for it now. You work for it now. You work for it now. You grind for it now. And sometimes preparation feels thankless. Sometimes you'll work for weeks, months, even years without seeing the results you hope for. That doesn't mean the preparation isn't working. In fact, that's usually when it's working the most. The growth you don't see is often the growth that matters most. Strengthening your character, deepening your resilience, sharpening your focus. You build the roots long before you see the tree. Every great tomorrow stands on a foundation of invisible yesterdays. Stay committed even when the progress is slow. Slow progress is progress. Small steps add up. Preparation compounds. Your future self is watching you. Think about that. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, the version of you living the life you want or living the life you're trying to escape will know exactly how seriously you prepared today. Your future self will either thank you for the discipline you showed or suffer because of the discipline you avoided. And once tomorrow arrives, you can't go back and change the preparation you didn't do. Life doesn't let you rewrite yesterday, but it always lets you build today. And today is the only tool you have to shape tomorrow. The world gives opportunities to those who are ready, not those who hope. That's why you see people getting chances you feel you deserve, because they prepared for the moment you assume would come naturally. Nothing comes naturally. Greatness is built intentionally. When you prepare like your future depends on it, tomorrow doesn't just come to you. It opens itself to you. It opens itself. You earn the right to step into moments that others only dream about. You separate yourself from the average, from the comfortable, from the ones who are waiting for luck to rescue them. Most people think that dreaming is enough. They think that if they close their eyes and imagine the life they want, it will somehow magically show up at their door. But let me tell you something. Dreams alone don't build your future. Habits do. The routines you follow every single day, the little decisions you make when no one is watching, the consistency of your effort, that is what shapes your destiny. You can talk about wanting success. You can tell people about your vision. But if your daily habits don't match your goals, you're wasting time. Dreams are powerful because they give you direction, but habits are what give you results. They are the engine that turns your vision into reality. Habits are like tiny investments you make in yourself every day. If you invest a little time, a little energy, and a little discipline consistently, the compound effect over weeks, months, and years is unstoppable. But most people never think about this. They chase inspiration, motivation, excitement, and energy, expecting results to appear overnight. They don't realize that what you do when no one is watching matters more than what you do on the stage where everyone sees. Those private, invisible habits, the discipline to wake up early, to study when you're tired, to train when you don't feel like it. These are the habits that determine whether tomorrow belongs to you or slips away. The problem is, most people confuse talent with results. Talent is nice, but it can't beat habits. You can be talented, you can be gifted, you can have everything going for you on paper, but if your daily habits are weak, inconsistent, or lazy, nothing will ever come of it. On the other hand, someone with average talent but relentless habits will eventually surpass the naturally gifted person who refuses to work. Habits are the true multiplier. They are the secret weapon that transforms average effort into extraordinary outcomes. When you master your habits, you don't have to rely on luck. You don't have to rely on mood or motivation. You have a system that produces results automatically. Think about the life you want. What does it take to get there? It takes showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Even when you don't feel like it. It takes pushing through resistance, ignoring distractions and repeating the same actions over and over until they become second nature. Habits are like the soil for your dream. Without them, the seeds of your vision will never grow. You can plant all the seeds you want, but if the soil is weak, if you never water it, if you never tend to it, nothing will flourish. Habits are that tending, that water, that fertilizer for your potential. Every time you choose the disciplined action over the easy one, you are strengthening the foundation of your future. Consistency is the ultimate proof of whether someone will achieve their dreams. Not passion, not excitement, not motivation, not luck. Consistency is king. It is the repeated, relentless practice of good habits that separates the winners from the dreamers. Every champion, every legend, every person you look at and admire, they all had habits that others didn't. They built systems in their life that pushed them forward, even when they were tired, even when they were doubting themselves. And that's the difference between those who talk about their dreams and those who actually live them. Habits also shape your identity. Think about it. Every action you take sends a message to your brain about who you are. If you consistently show up, consistently put in the work, consistently push yourself beyond your comfort zone, your brain starts to believe you are a person of discipline, focus, and purpose. And once your identity changes, your results change. Habits are not just about what you do. They are about who you become. Your habits sculpt your character, your resilience, and your mindset. They make the impossible seem possible because they are building a version of you capable of achieving it. And here's the thing most people miss. You don't need to make huge, dramatic changes overnight. The most powerful habits are small. Consistent actions repeated every day. You read 10 pages of a book. You do 5 push-ups, you write 1 paragraph. You spend 5 minutes planning your day. These small actions seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they compound into massive growth. Just like money compounds in a bank account, habits compound in your life. The more consistent you are, the stronger your results, and the closer you get to the life you dream about. If you want your dreams to be more than fantasy, you have to fall in love with the process of building the habits that create them. Stop waiting for inspiration. Stop hoping that motivation will show up, and start creating a system that moves you forward, no matter how you feel. Your dreams deserve more than wishful thinking. They deserve daily, consistent action. Consistency beats talent when talent refuses to work. That's the harsh reality most people don't want to face. You see, talent is amazing. Talent can get people noticed. It can open doors. It can make you feel special. And it can even make things seem easy at first. But talent alone is not enough. Talent without consistent effort is like a car without fuel. It might look good. It might have all the features, but it will never take you anywhere. If you want to own your tomorrow, if you want to live a life that people envy, you must understand that showing up every day is more powerful than being naturally gifted. Consistency is the multiplier that turns average ability into extraordinary success. Talent might get you started, but consistency will take you all the way. There are countless stories of naturally gifted people who never achieved greatness because they refuse to put in the work. They reliability, they coast on their early wins, and they forget that the world doesn't stay still. Meanwhile, there are countless people who may not have been the most talented, the fastest, or the smartest, but they showed up every single day. They practiced when no one was watching. They worked when it was uncomfortable. They studied when it was boring. And eventually, their results surpassed those who were born with more talent. Consistency wins, always. Every day you have a choice. Do you want to rely on talent, luck, or circumstances, or do you want to rely on discipline, effort, and consistency? The truth is, talent is unpredictable, inspiration is fleeting, and luck is temporary. But the actions you take every single day, those are within your control. That's your power. That's your responsibility. If you are not consistently showing up, consistently pushing yourself, consistently doing the work, you are giving your future to someone else. You are giving your tomorrow away. The person who works when others rest, who trains when others quit, who studies when others play, will inevitably get results. Consistency is not glamorous. It's not flashy. It doesn't come with applause or immediate recognition. Most people stop because it feels boring, repetitive, or thankless. Effort is the price for every great tomorrow. No one ever achieves something extraordinary without paying the cost, without putting in sweat, blood, and relentless energy. Effort is not optional. It is mandatory. You cannot wish your way to success. You cannot charm your way into greatness. And you cannot rely on luck to carry you to the life you dream about. Every single accomplishment, every single milestone, every single breakthrough you admire in someone else's life came from repeated, intentional, relentless effort. That's the currency of greatness, and it doesn't discriminate. Everyone has the opportunity to pay it, but not everyone chooses to. You've got to understand that effort is more than just showing up. It's not just being present. It's doing the work when no one is watching, when the reward is uncertain, when the road ahead feels impossible. Effort is the willingness to push past your limits, to refuse comfort, to outlast your own excuses. It's the extra hour of study, the additional practice, the grind while everyone else is sleeping or partying or scrolling through their phones. Effort is what separates the person who dreams from the person who lives the dream. You can have talent, vision, and potential, but without effort, they mean nothing. They're wasted energy. They're unclaimed opportunities. Most people don't realize that effort is cumulative. Every action you take, every choice you make to work harder than you have to, adds up over time. It compounds. The extra push you made today, the extra hour of practice, the extra mile, the extra sacrifice, it all adds up. You might not see it immediately, and that's why so many people quit. They want instant results. They want recognition. They want applause. They want validation. But life doesn't work that way. Effort builds quietly, invisibly behind the scenes, until one day all that effort turns into momentum, results in breakthrough. And by then, the people who didn't put in the work are still waiting for luck to find them. Effort also teaches resilience. When you push yourself harder than you thought possible, you discover what you're really made of. When you refuse to give up, when you keep going despite setbacks, failures, or criticism, you build mental toughness that no one can take away. Effort creates confidence because it proves to you that you are capable of more than you ever believed. You start to trust yourself, to trust your preparation, to trust your grind. And that trust becomes unstoppable energy that carries you through challenges that would crush someone who relies only on talent or hope. There's no shortcut. There's no easy path. Every person who has ever achieved something significant in life has paid the price of effort. You think Michael Jordan became the greatest basketball player by relying on talent alone? No, he spent countless hours in the gym, countless hours perfecting his shot, countless hours practicing when no one was watching. You think successful entrepreneurs became leaders by luck? No, they spent years building, failing, learning, and grinding before anyone ever noticed. You think artists, musicians, writers, or leaders achieve mastery overnight? No. Every one of them put in relentless, intentional effort over and over until their work became extraordinary. Effort is the secret. Effort is the difference. Effort is the currency of the future you want. And here's the truth most people ignore. Effort doesn't have to be glamorous to be effective. It doesn't have to feel exciting. It doesn't have to come with applause. And it doesn't have to be acknowledged. What matters is that you are putting in the work consistently and deliberately, even when it's hard. Effort is often lonely, it's often repetitive, it's often invisible, but it's also what builds your skills, your character, and your results. Every time you choose effort over comfort, you're investing in your tomorrow. Every time you refuse to quit, every time you push beyond your perceived limits, you're claiming a future that others are too lazy to earn. You've got to make a commitment. No more shortcuts, no more excuses, no more relying on talent alone or waiting for luck. Effort is non-negotiable. Effort is the ticket to the life you want. Every time you give more than you did yesterday, every time you push harder, every time you refuse to stop, you're writing a story of resilience, discipline, and eventual triumph. The universe doesn't reward wishful thinking, potential, or ideas. It rewards the person who works, who shows up, who refuses to quit, and who gives their absolute best every single day. That's how you build a tomorrow worth owning. And remember, effort is contagious. When you commit to it, you inspire others. When you push yourself, others see the standard you set. When you refuse to quit, when you go all in, people notice. Effort doesn't just transform your life, it impacts everyone around you. You might be tired, you might be frustrated. You might feel like what you're doing isn't enough, like your progress is too slow, like the world is moving faster than you. But here's the truth. You're closer than you think. Most people quit right before their breakthrough. They stop pushing just before everything begins to click. They give up because they can't see the results yet. Yeah, because the reward feels distant, because the journey is uncomfortable. But that's exactly when you have to push harder. That's exactly when you have to dig deeper. The breakthrough is often just one more effort away, one more step, one more day, one more decision to refuse defeat. Breakthrough doesn't usually arrive in a flashy, obvious way. It doesn't come with a billboard or a celebration. It comes quietly, almost invisibly, as a result of your persistence, your daily grind, your unwillingness to quit. Every time you choose to keep going, despite exhaustion, despite failure, despite setbacks, you're moving closer to that moment when everything changes. You might not feel it now. You might not see it now, but every drop of sweat, every extra hour, every sacrifice is building momentum. And momentum is unstoppable. Momentum is what carries you past the people who gave up, past the obstacles, past the fear, and straight into the life you've been dreaming about. Frustration is part of the process. Everyone who has ever achieved something great has felt it. Everyone who has ever broken through barriers has faced moments when they questioned if it was worth it, if they were enough, if they could continue. But those who succeed understand that frustration is not a signal to quit. It's a signal that growth is happening. Pain, struggle, and doubt are the indicators that you are pushing beyond what you thought possible. If it were easy, everyone would do it. If it were simple, everyone would succeed. The fact that it's hard means you are on the right path. The fact that it's uncomfortable means you are leveling up. You've got to develop what I call breakthrough endurance, the ability to keep going when everything inside you wants to stop. Breakthrough endurance is cultivated through consistent effort, through refusing excuses, through showing up even when the results aren't immediate. It's saying to yourself, I don't care how I feel right now. I will keep going. I will push through. I will not quit. Because that persistence is what separates those who dream from those who achieve, those who talk from those who act, those who wish from those who win. Sometimes you will feel like you are carrying the weight of the world. You will feel like you are walking alone, climbing uphill, facing every challenge at once. And you are. That's part of the process. Life tests your determination. Life tests your patience. Life tests your commitment. But every time you push through, every time you refuse to quit, every time you take that one extra step, you are proving to yourself that you are capable. You are proving that your vision is bigger than your doubts, that your desire is stronger than your fatigue, that your potential is more powerful than your fear. Breakthrough is often disguised as hard work. It's disguised as the long nights, the early mornings, the moments when no one is watching, the times when you feel unappreciated, unseen, or unheard. But that's exactly when you must remember, the reward is coming, the shift is coming, the change is imminent. You just have to keep going. You just have to trust the process. You just have to commit to showing up even when the path seems unclear. Every step forward is a step closer to your breakthrough. Every ounce of effort is a deposit into the bank of your future. And every day you refuse to quit is a day you're claiming what belongs to you. It's also important to understand that your breakthrough is personal. No one else's timing matters. Don't compare your journey to others. Don't measure your progress against what someone else has done. Your breakthrough will come in your time according to your preparation, according to your persistence. What matters is that you keep moving, that you refuse to quit, that you are willing to go the extra mile, the extra hour, the extra day that most people aren't willing to give. That is how you move closer to the moment when everything clicks, when the doors open, when the world finally catches up to your effort. And when that breakthrough comes, when that moment finally arrives, you will look back and realize something powerful. Every ounce of struggle, every moment of doubt, every day you pushed despite fatigue, it was all worth it. You will understand that the journey itself was preparing you, strengthening you, shaping you for the life you've been dreaming about. You will see that you were closer than you ever imagined. And that if you had quit, if you had given up, if you had stopped one step too soon, you would have missed it entirely. You have to understand something life-changing. You shape your tomorrow with the choices you make today. Every single decision, no matter how small, has the power to influence the trajectory of your life. It's not about the big dramatic moments alone. It's the countless little choices repeated over time that build the life you will live tomorrow. The question is, are your choices moving you closer to your dreams, or are they keeping you stuck in the same place? Most people don't realize that the life they complain about is the result of the choices they've been making for years. If you want a different tomorrow, you have to start making different choices today. Your habits, your mindset, your actions, they are all choices. Every time you choose discipline over laziness, focus over distraction, action over procrastination, you are creating a future that serves you. Every time you choose excuses, comfort, or delay, you are creating a tomorrow that belongs to someone else. You cannot separate your future from your present decisions. Your life is not the result of chance. It is the sum of what you repeatedly do. The small choices may consistently compound into monumental outcomes. That's why the people who succeed are not always the most talented. They are the ones who consistently make the right choices, even when no one is watching. Think about it. Every morning you are faced with dozens of decisions. Will you sleep in or wake up early? Will you practice, study, or grind? Or will you scroll your phone and waste time? Will you eat healthy, train your mind and body? Or will you settle for comfort and excuses? Each decision seems small in the moment, but collectively, they determine whether your tomorrow is powerful or weak, successful or average, fulfilled or regretful. Your choices are the building blocks of your destiny. And here's the thing, you get to decide. No one else chooses your path for you. You are the architect of your future. The power of choice also comes with responsibility. You can't blame your circumstances, your environment, or other people for where you end up. Your past may have shaped you, but it does not define you. Every choice you make today is an opportunity to create a new reality for yourself. You might have made mistakes yesterday. You might have wasted time last week. But today is different. Today you have a chance to make decisions that will compound into success, confidence, and freedom. The sooner you embrace that responsibility, the faster your life will change. One of the hardest things about choice is that it requires discipline. It requires doing what you know is right even when you don't feel like it. It requires resisting instant gratification and choosing delayed results over temporary comfort. Most people fail because they want immediate results without making the hard choices consistently. But every great life, every breakthrough, every achievement comes from choosing the right actions over time. It's not dramatic, it's deliberate. It's not flashy, it's consistent. And that consistency is what determines whether tomorrow belongs to you or slips away. You also have to understand that choice is about prioritization. You only have so much energy, so much focus, and so much time. Where you invest these resources determines your outcome. If you spend your time on distractions, gossip, and short-term pleasures, your tomorrow will reflect that. But if you invest your time in learning, growing, grinding, and proving yourself every day, your tomorrow will reflect that too. It's simple math, but most people ignore it. Where you put your attention is where your results appear. Another critical aspect of choice is resilience. Sometimes the right choice is the hardest choice. Sometimes a path that will shape your future requires you to fight, to struggle, to face rejection, to endure failure. But those are exactly the choices that matter most. Growth and comfort do not coexist. If you want a tomorrow that is exceptional, you must be willing to make tough decisions today. To choose action over avoidance, effort over ease, and vision over instant gratification. That is how you create a life that most people only dream about. Finally, remember this. Your choices today are gifts to your future self. The more deliberate, disciplined, and focused your choices, the stronger, freer, and more accomplished your future self becomes. The less attention you give to wise decision-making, the more regret, frustration, and limitation you create. Tomorrow is not something that happens to you. It is something you create. Every choice you make is a deposit or a withdrawal from the life you want. Choose wisely, consistently, and courageously. And you will look back one day and realize that your power to shape your destiny was in your hands all along.